look on the big screen in our room. It's Jeff Oskay with his special feature. Do you have the intro ready, Jeff?
I do. Today, I'm mixing it up, though, Tommy. I've been doing this almost a year. And I write a lot of jokes. I don't always do them, though, because I chicken out. So today, I'm doing all the jokes I didn't do, and you guys get to vote on whether you like it. If you like it, you're going to hear a... and if you don't like it, we're going to get a... we're going to give it a nay. So let's see how this works. I'm Jeff Oskay. We give you a lot of news. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news we failed to mention.
Now here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news.
Pew, 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 pew.
Canopy Growth, one of Canada's largest weed producers, has just bought its competitor for a record $323 million. Wow. What you failed to mention, they paid for the entire $323 million, all in wrinkled 10s and 20s. We're going to go a nay. Okay. This is fun, right? No. All right. This past week, Elon Musk opened his big dumb nerd mouth again and sunk my cryptocurrency fortune that I had amassed. What you failed to mention, maybe I shouldn't have invested all my money in an asset that only takes one nerd opening his big dumb nerd mouth to crash its entire value.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm going to take that as a... Yeah.
Okay.
A 90-year-old Japanese woman who has worked for the same company since 1956 earned a Guinness World Record as the world's oldest office manager. What you failed to mention, while waiting for her position to open, her 17 successors at the company have all died of natural causes.
Sure.
That's a...
Okay.
That gets nothing.
Okay.
A doctor in India named Miss Pragya Thakar, I think I pronounced that correctly, has urged the drinking of cow urine to ward off COVID. Oh. What you failed to mention, the name Pragya Thakar roughly translates in English to the woman no man dares to kiss on the mouth.
That's all that pee she's been drinking, you see, Jeff.
That's a nay. There's a new theme park opening in Saudi Arabia, everybody. What you failed to mention, they're still trying to decide if they're going to allow women on the bumper cars. I mean, they'll be naturals with their no previous driving experience.
True enough.
They held a tiny penis parade last week. What you failed to mention, surprisingly, it happened to coincide with the Unsatisfied Woman's March.
Isn't every woman's march unsatisfied?
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
All the hats are unfinished.
A truck containing 80,000 condoms was stolen. What you failed to mention, what a bunch of scumbags.
That's my favorite euphemism for a condom.
And the rest of them...
Never heard that.
Red Bull athlete Dario Costa has set the Guinness World Record for the longest tunnel flown through with an airplane. What you failed to mention, the throwing of a hot dog down a hallway record is still held by Tom Arnold and Roseanne Barr.
Absolutely. Very good.
I get an absolutely from Chick. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Class clowns may be the smartest students in the class. What you failed to mention, unfortunately, we'll never know because you keep kicking us out of class. I'm going to go. Yeah. All right. So far, I have made all the right choices of not doing these jokes previously. A man caught driving drunk tried blaming it on his 4-year-old son in the car. What you failed to mention, you never blame a 4-year-old for your drunk driving. Now you blame him for ruining your life, but not your DUI. The first Thanksgiving took place in year 1621 in Plymouth, Massachusetts, when the colonists and some tribe I can't pronounce shared an autumn harvest feast. What you failed to mention, the first Friendsgiving took place at a New York City loft apartment in 1998 when 6 friends shared a feast of takeout after deciding not to return home for the holiday. All right. That gets a double nay. There's a new mattress for gamers out there. What you failed to mention, it comes in 3 sizes: single, always single, and forever single. All right. Oh, finally. A little gold in this pile of crap. Someone spotted 3 calves in the back seat of a woman's car in the McDonald's drive-thru in Wisconsin. What you failed to mention, she was just showing them what would happen if they didn't behave. A little word of warning. A kid got stabbed in the toe at a haunted house by an actual Bowie knife. What you failed to mention, with Horror House admittance being $40 a person, I better get stabbed. Nope. That's a day. Magic mushrooms may be a good prescription medication for treating depression. What you failed to mention, of course, are great for treating depression. I've used them for this exact purpose. It's really hard to be depressed while karaokeing the Humpty Dance with your good friends Rainbow Unicorn and Papa Smurf. I'm going to take that one. Some people somewhere held a tiny penis parade. What you failed to mention, last year they tried the same thing for premature ejaculation. The parade only lasted about a half a block before coming to an abrupt end. A person was arrested for assaulting their spouse with a plate of spaghetti. What you failed to mention, I know it said spaghetti in the story, but that's really more spaghetti-o behavior if you ask me. I'll take that. And finally, because of a bus driver shortage in some towns, they now have members of the National Guard driving school buses. What you failed to mention, running late for the bus will now cost a child 30 push-ups. All right, I've been Jeff Oskay, and you guys have been nice enough to play along on my new game, Yay! And this has been the news.
Failed to mention news. Jeff Oskay.
Oh, thank you very much. I remember that story about the urine.
I remember all those stories. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But what I'd forgotten was it was a member of parliament in India.
Oh, yeah.
Said she drinks cow urine every day to ward off
Let's do a
coronavirus.
follow-up on her, see how
Yummy.
she's doing.
Yeah. Old stink breath, too.
Yeah. Although it's my understanding she will not drink the grass-fed cow piss.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. She has standards. She just drinks the almond-based
Okay.
cow
Almond piss.
urine.